In the 25 years that I've been a carpenter, I've always used and liked using hand planes. My most used hand plane was a 60-degree low angle plane, and I use that thing for easing edges and fitting parts. So I asked you guys this question: how do you guys treat the sharp edges on your woodwork? I think we all can agree that a rounded over edge or an eased edge holds paint better and it wears better than a super sharp edge. And to prove this point, just think about what a vacuum cleaner and the hose do to the bottom edges of door trim. Just wears them out and beats them up, right? So for years, my method was to use a block plane, and I would use it to create just a small chamfer, and then I would use sandpaper to kind of round over the edges. And I would use this method on all sorts of stuff, from door trim, window trim edges to, I would use it to soften sharp, less visible parts like drawer sides, and rounding over the guides and runners of drawers, easing edges on other parts, anything that was prone to edge damage. The issue was that my hand plane added size and weight to my already loaded up tool belt. And it wasn't until I complained to a friend of mine that my block plane's weight was starting to annoy me that I discovered that he used a radius plane. And once I tried it, I was hooked. I now carry a Rockler 1/8 of an inch radius roundover plane, and I use that for all of my edges. And it weighs less than 1/2 pound, it's flat, and it stores really nice into my tool belt. It's become my most used hand plane on my job site, as well as here in my workshop. This plane is perfect for removing sharp edges and giving you a consistent, clean 1/8 of an inch radius. It's also good for wood, plastics, and PVC. Hey guys, PVC is the worst. Anyone who's worked with PVC knows that sharp edge will cut your fingers. And this plane just eliminates that edge. It just smooths PVC right over, way faster than using a hand plane and sandpaper. Or even setting up a router and using a radius bit. That takes way longer. The radius plane features, it has 2 carbide-tipped blades in it that come with a 4mm hex wrench. And that's for easy adjustments of the blade. Adjusting the blades was simple once you figure it out. There's a little bit of futzing to kind of get it down right. And I recommend, if you're going to do that, you're going to play with it, have some scrap wood handy so you can do it correctly. The edges actually should be barely visible when you look down the length of that the brass steel plate. So you want to make sure that you have plenty of that scrap to do that, because it took me a bit to get it right. I picked up my Rockler plane for 30 bucks at Rockler Woodworking and Hardware, and it's become one of my favorite hand tools, and it's perfect for gently softening edges. And let me see, like I said, no more hand plane, no more sandpaper. I still carry sandpaper, but it's just way easier. I've found countless uses for it. It's well made, it's lightweight, the carbide blades are gonna last some time, and it's just a useful tool at a great price. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment and subscribe. We welcome your feedback. Also, don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Facebook. We have 2 channels, Toolbox Buzz and Concord Carpenter. Take care, guys.